The football world lost a bona fide legend with the recent passing of John Madden, who died shortly before New Year's at the age of 85. The beloved coach, broadcaster, and video game pioneer, essentially the NFL's preeminent ambassador for decades, leaves behind a legacy as rich and layered as, well, a John Madden broadcast. So who was John Madden? Let's take a look. Sit back, relax, and take this in. Before he was one of the NFL's most indelible and recognizable figures, Madden was just a football-crazed kid from California who showed enough promise on the field during his early days to earn a scholarship to play at the University of Oregon. A knee injury prevented him from ever making a name for himself with the Ducks, and he ended up bouncing around a few schools throughout his collegiate career, but Madden ultimately made enough of an impression when healthy to convince the Philadelphia Eagles to select him in the 21st round of the 1958 NFL Draft. But Madden never suited up for the Eagles. In fact, he didn't play a single snap in the NFL. A training camp injury to his other knee sidelined Madden for his entire rookie season, but set him on a path that would change the course of his life. While rehabbing that knee injury, Madden started watching film. His knowledge and understanding of the game increased exponentially. And just like that, his playing days were over. The following season, Madden took his first coaching job, an assistant coaching position at Allen Hancock College. 2 years later, he was head coach. By 1963, his coaching prowess had earned him a position on the San Diego State coaching staff. And soon enough, the pros came calling. In 1967, Madden was hired by the Oakland Raiders, who needed a new linebacker coach. That season, propelled by the AFL's second-best defense, the Raiders went 13-1 and made it all the way to the Super Bowl. And after another outstanding season in 1968, Madden, at 32, was named top dog in Oakland, becoming the youngest head coach in the NFL. And so began one of the most prosperous head coaching careers in football history. In 10 seasons running the show in Oakland, Madden, whose laid-back, buttoned-down approach flew in the face of football convention, led the Raiders to a cumulative 103, 32-7 record, 7 division titles, and, of course, a decisive 32-14 victory over the Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl XI. Not once in Madden's decade-long stint did the Raiders manage a losing record, and he remains to this day the winningest head coach in franchise history. Ultimately, his excellence in Oakland got him inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in 2006. With his tactical acumen and body of work, though, he could have kept coaching forever. Instead, however, Madden made the shocking decision to retire from coaching at the age of 42 to take a job doing color commentary for CBS. And so began one of the most revolutionary broadcasting careers in sports history. A pioneering force in the booth, Madden brought a coach's eye to the job, adding sophistication and depth that, combined with his everyman charm, sense of humor, famously animated style, and trademark automatopoeia, made him an instant success.
What a way to start a Super Bowl. That's what Cincinnati wants to do. All year you could see this match coming like a collision course. Boom, right to the ground. The right goes to the left. This guy crosses here. He crosses here. They have no idea where we are, who we are, where we're coming from, or who we're throwing to.
Very interesting.
And boom, the ball's there, right again between the 8 and the 9.
Quickly, Madden was paired up with Pat Summerall on the top broadcasting team at CBS, and soon enough, audiences were tuning in just to watch Madden do his thing.
It is a turducken, but I got to show you how to. I can't show you. I need fresh turducken. I'm going to have crazy turducken. Anyway, here's how you slice it. See, a lot of people don't know. You have to slice it down the middle. See, and then you slice it across this way. Because what it is, it's a deboned chicken stuffed in a deboned duck stuffed in a deboned turkey.
And despite a well-documented fear of flying, Madden was as prolific as a broadcaster can be over the ensuing decades, winning a whopping 16 Sports Emmy Awards while calling games and Super Bowls for all 4 major American networks: CBS, Fox, ABC, and NBC. And it's impossible to turn on a football broadcast these days without seeing Madden's fingerprints.
For John Madden, I tell you, no one has ever done it better. But here you go. Okay, now listen, Jim. You're going to see a run this way. You're going to see people coming in. But you got to have these guys block. And if they don't, then you're not going to get up field and then cut here.
Madden's stature in the broadcasting world made him a popular pitchman too, and he readily lent his name and image to a variety of companies and products, including in 1988 to a fledgling video game company by the name of Electronic Arts that was keen to add a big name behind its new football game. They eventually called it John Madden Football, and its namesake even played a role in designing the game. And while he didn't know it at the time, Madden had just become the face of one of the most successful video game franchises in history, a decision that ultimately elevated him from celebrated coach and broadcaster to cultural icon. Thanks to his eponymous video game series, which is still going strong after more than 3 decades, Madden's name and legacy is more ubiquitous than just about anybody's in the football world. It's rare to find a current NFL player who didn't grow up playing Madden, and it's virtually impossible to find a football fan of any age who doesn't recognize his name. Ultimately, Madden was a transcendent and transformative figure, a man who redefined the role of color commentator, and whose influence on the way we talk and think about the game will be felt for a very long time.